Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves and the Detroit Tigers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And towing the slab in this one, Tarek Skubal. What do you got on him, Chris?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
All right, ready to go here. And now here is Michael Harris II. Outside. And we're underway in Detroit. Next pitch is downstairs. Just missed.
3 balls, no strikes.
Fastball for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Next second, left fielder, Justin Profar.
Here's Profar down. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Profar, a former All-Star, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And that misses. Ball one. Right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Sets him down on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Here comes Austin Riley. Now snap throw to first. Harris back on a dive.
Riley used to be a pitcher back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because he started the season with a long slump. He'd get messages questioning if he should go back to pitching, but turns out he made the right choice.
Man at first, one away. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball one.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. And a pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's Matt Olson. Yeah, that's fouled off. Harris, the runner at first with 2 gone. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. And that is that. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. The Tigers coming up, no score. And we're back. And starting this one, Chris Sale.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Parker Meadows. And that drops in for a strike. In the air, left side, Profar. And there's one down. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Here comes the 0-1. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Riley Green stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And that one fouled off. Upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Sale ready. In the dirt, but kept close. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
One out and a runner at second. Sale delivers. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man at second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Kerry Carpenter will hit next. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble.
0-1's the count.
And a foul ball. And now 1-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in Detroit, now it's the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Skubal back to work. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. Swings through that.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Swings and misses. That K is his third of the game. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. The other way, he makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Sean Murphy. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. And there's a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Stays alive. Second inning here, no score. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Matt Vierling. Sale, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Breaking ball inside. And the count even 1-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Colt Keith now at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss at a slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
1 out, bases empty. That one the other way. Makes the grab. 2 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Jace Young in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And Sale deals.
That's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Outside with a breaking ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a line drive ripped down into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next to hit for Detroit, Jake Rogers. Young on at second with 2 down. And another ball. That one misses. 3-0. Trey Sweeney in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner at second, 2 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
First and second, 2 outs. Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. This one in the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And he grounds one to the right side. Down the line, and it's foul. Two aboard, 2 outs. In the air, center field. Harris after it. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Tigers strand a pair. We'll move to the third with no score. Back at Comerica Park. New inning getting started. Here's Jared Kelnick. And that's way high. And that is ball 1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Just missed.
What's a good pitch there.
Yeah, 2 balls,
Really
1
had
strike.
some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is down low. To the right side. Torres fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, shortstop Orlando Arcia.
Here's Orlando Arcia. There's your strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
On the ground. And that's just foul. Top of the 3rd, no score. Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got it. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Harris now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And
That's
that
a ball.
misses. And that's ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. Braves go down quickly here, and we are still scoreless. And we're back. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Parker Meadows. And that is downstairs. Ball 1. Just missed. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, second
Here is Gleyber Torres. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Meadows on at first. Nobody out. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And that one is out of here. And they take the lead. It's 2-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. like we're seeing more of this these days than we ever have before. You've got high velocities on the mound. You've got stronger hitters with really good pass to the baseball. So much power in this sport. Opposite field home run. I tell you what, I feel like I see at least one every day, and that was an incredible job to keep that ball fair. Well, these Tigers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. At the plate, Kerry Carpenter. He's 0 for 1. Out to short. Throw on to Olsen. And 2 away now. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Matt Vierling. Struck out swinging his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. And he's got a double.
Most hitters dream of being able to hit breaking pitches as well as this guy. It takes great bat-to-ball skills to be able to be as good as he is against the junk pitches he faces.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And now Colt Keith. 0 for 1 so far. That one outside, and that's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Next offering is fouled back. There's the strike. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. The throw in, but it's offline.
We beat it. Safe.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So 2 down. Now the third baseman, Jace Young, doubled his first time up. High fly ball out towards left center. Harris sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the Tigers 3 and the Braves nothing. Back here in Detroit as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Jurickson Profar. Profar gets a piece there.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The 0-2. That one missed.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Atlanta, third baseman,
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So a man at first. Here is Austin Riley. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Foul ball there. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1. Profar gets his lead at first. Nobody out. On the ground, a short, could be 2. To second for 1. And that's 2.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6 hole. Starts the double play. That's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
And the batter now, Matt Olson. He's 0 for 1. That one outside. Ball 1. Two out, space is empty. Out to center. Meadows sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Tigers 3 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jake Rogers. And that's outside. And it's 1-0.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
And that is out of play. The 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. 1-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Way inside. And they'll do it again. And there's a ball. There's a swing and a drive. Harris reaching back towards the wall. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. That'll fire up the dugout. And they add to the lead. It's 4-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
And next up for the Tigers, Trey Sweeney. There's a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Breaking ball in there for a strike. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Dylan Lee up and loosening in the pen. Number 63 getting loose as well. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Meadows up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Meadows, 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2018. And downstairs. And it is 2-1. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Arcia whips it to first. Out number 2.
Up next for the Tigers, second baseman.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. He's already homered in this game. That clips a corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That's in there. That's strike 2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Right through there, got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back at Comerica Park, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Skubal back to work. Right down to shoot. That's strike 1.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And here comes Ozzy Albies to the dish. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, catcher.
2 down, bases empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Sean Murphy. A little bit high, maybe. And that's ball 1. Check swing, no appeal. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be...
Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time, and they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Dylan Lee.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. 0 for 2 in this one. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
Well, these Tigers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a heater.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Carpenter in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. One down, base is empty. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball,
He has a
2
tendency to
strikes.
chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And he chases that one. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Vierling in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Off the mark there, and it's a ball and a strike.
That's ball 2.
Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So they make short work of him there. 5 innings complete. Tigers 4 and the Braves nothing. Top 6. And the batter now, Jared Kellner.
Jared Kellner.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Orlando Arcia.
Now in for the Braves, Orlando Arcia. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Fought off foul.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
One down, base is empty. That's in there. 0-2 now. battling here as he fouls it away. The Tigers leading by 4, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Harris at the plate and takes high there. Right through there for a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Just off the inside edge. That one fouled off, 2-2. That one missed.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Back up the middle and a base hit.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now batting Jurickson Profar. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Just missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Harris off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 1-2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Third baseman, Austin
First and
Riley.
second, 2 outs. Here comes Austin Riley.
Ball 1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
First and second, 2 down. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Harris coming home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Digging in, Colt Keith. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Grounds one to short. Arcia tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman,
Jace Young up now for the Tigers. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. He tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Not close with that one, and the count's even at 2. That's a little bit low. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
I guarantee he's going to check the tape on that last pitch when he gets a chance, because he thought it was ball 4, and he wasn't wrong. I mean, it was a close pitch. Definitely not an easy call, but especially after a long at bat, that'll drive you crazy getting rung up like that.
Two out, space is empty. Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Oh, 1 now.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Ground ball, Olsen. He'll do it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Tigers fail to make any noise, but they're in front 4-0. Back here in Detroit, Matt Olson up to the plate. Up and in, 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Tommy Canley getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Holton also getting ready. That one's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker, get that front foot down.
That's in. Ball 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. On to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, designated hitter Marcel Ozuna.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. There's a strike. And it's even up to Ozuna. The Braves down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Hit in the air, center field. Meadows under this one. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, second baseman
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Fastball for a strike at 95. And that clips the inside corner. That one way
2
inside.
strikes. Two to count.
Coming up on pitch number 100, probably nearing the end of his outing here, Boog.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back, out of here. He leaves the yard to right, and they close the gap. It's 4-1.
His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tarek Skubal will depart, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. New pitcher for the Tigers, Will Vest.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Base is empty with 2 away. So here's Murphy now. That one off the mark, and that is ball 1. Two outs off the plate, and that's ball 2. And fires in a fastball at 95. That missed by a lot. And the count is 3-1. And it's fouled away. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Jared Kellner. Hard hit left side. Gets it to first. They limit the damage here. Braves get one on the big fly. It's now 4-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 63.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Sweeney. And that's in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That misses the zone. 1-1. And that one off the outside edge. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Aaron Bummer getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one not close. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And now the center fielder, Parker Meadows. 1 for 3. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
0-1.
Now move to first. Meadows back in on a dive. Meadows at first, 1 gone. That's too low.
That's low.
And a count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. 1 at second. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. Tigers 4 and the Braves 1.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back, and a new
Tigers,
arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jason Foley.
Jason Foley.
Orlando Arcia digs in now.
Shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
And that one is downstairs. And the count 1-2.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. And that one is inside. Strike three. Throws him with the front door slider.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves. There's a strike. Now the 0-1. Ground ball right side. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
2 down, base is empty. Profar climbs in on that left side.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
That one close, rule the ball. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Outside. And another ball. Austin Riley next to bat for the Braves. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Way back there. Gone and to the deepest part of the park. So he just clears the wall and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So here's Riley now. Just missed. The 1-0. Now one missed. Foley, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Matt Olson would be next if they can extend the inning.
Exactly the kind of bat you need in a clutch situation like this. Got to do whatever it takes to give him a chance.
And that's ball four. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jason Foley out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So they turn to their closer, Bo Brisky.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Olson stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And that's down and away. Riley leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Tigers 4 and the Braves 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's Riley Green. Climb the ladder with that fastball. That's strike 1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
On the ground to short, Arcia. Tosses across to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And up next for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Ball 1 there.
2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's down and in. A slider missed. Next pitch is outside. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
And now the right fielder, Matt Vierling. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That one fouled off. And a base hit up the middle. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
So digging in, Colt Keith. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-0.
That's inside. Ball two.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Good hitters count the 2-0.
Ball 3.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And that'll load the bases.
Take your base.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
And next to hit for Detroit, Jace Young. Golden opportunity right here. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
And the 1-0. That one ripped. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and they take a 3-run lead. And here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. He's already homered here in this one. And that drops in for a strike. Vierland at third. Keith on at first with 2 down. There's a swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Through 8 full, it's the Tigers 5 and the Braves 2. All set for the start of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. And there's a ball. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it out of here. And they inch closer. It's 5-3.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Bo Brisky gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Tyler Holton.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And next for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Murphy stands in now and watches strike one. One down, base is empty. Tap foul at the plate.
Ball one.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tommy Canley getting ready to go. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining. Now in for the Braves, Jared Kellner. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That one finds the zone. Strike one. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the ninth. This could end it. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. Yes, he did. It's ruled a swing and a strikeout, and this ball game is over.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.